Yes, good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Abdul Dikshit and I'm from Pulseway, and I'll be your moderator for today's insightful session. Before we get started, a quick note. If you face any technical difficulties, feel free to drop a message in the chat box and we will assist you. Also, we encourage you to share your thoughts and questions in the Q&A session at the end. We are going to start the webinar in next 2 minutes. Okay, so let's start. So before we begin, I would like to take a moment to introduce you to WebSol. So WebSol has a rich legacy that dates back to 1988, when it was established as a part of Wipro's domestic IT business. Over the years, we have grown into a leading IT service and solution provider, helping enterprises across industries optimize their IT infrastructure, automation, and digital workplace solutions. Some key milestones in our journey. 1991, we partnered with Epson to set up our first manufacturing facility in Mysore. So in 2002, we pioneered the print and save managed print service model. In 2005, we expanded operations with the second factory in Baddi, Himachal Pradesh. In 2011, listed on the Bombay Stock Exchange as Web Solution Limited. In 2017, we launched Web Digital, strengthening our commitment to enterprise digital transformation. In 2020, we integrated multiple business units under a unified strategy for seamless IT services. So WebSol has been a trusted partner for over 500 enterprises, managing IT services across 2,000 plus locations in India. With over 20 years of industry experience, we have built a strong reputation for delivering reliable and innovative solutions. Our expertise has been recognized with like DMS Solution Company of the Year 2022 by CIO Outlook and being named India's #1 MPS company for 3 consecutive years, 2017, 18, and 19. Today, we continue to drive digital transformation and operational efficiency for business across the country. At WebSol, we understand that a modern workplace isn't just about having the right tools, it's about making them work seamlessly together. That's why we created FluidWorks, a comprehensive suite of managed IT solutions designed to simplify, optimize, and future-proof your business operations. So let's see what FluidWorks is. FluidWorks is built on 4 key pillars. Fluid Pro, which is managed IT service designed to enhance the workplace experience from end user support to IT infrastructure management. We ensure your technology works for you, not against you. Fluid Print, a smarter way to manage your print environment. We help enterprises reduce costs, improve security, and integrate printing seamlessly into your IT workflows. Fluid Map is your IT asset should work efficiently, not just exist. With Fluid Map, you can track, manage, and optimize your entire IT asset ecosystem, ensuring better control, compliance, and cost efficiency. Fluid Trail is business process shouldn't slow you down. Fluid Trail enables scalable workflow automation and document management, ensuring smoother operations, better compliance, and faster decision making. So let's do a quick poll. We request everyone to participate by simply responding with yes or no. Your input matters. Yeah. I believe everyone can see the poll on your screen. You can just click yes if you would like to have a call or a demo. Yes, I can see that there are a lot of responses. Right? Poll will last for another 5 seconds. We'll close the poll. Okay. So let me quickly introduce you to the speaker. Uh, this is Mr. Bal Kumar. He's a senior solution engineer lead with 14 plus years of experience in IT management, cybersecurity, IT operations management. Known for his leadership and technical expertise, he has successfully led high-performing teams, managed complex pre-sales activities, and developed tailored IT solutions aligned with business goals. His consultative approach and strategic thinking helps organizations optimize IT investments, enhance security, and drive operational success. With a strong focus on technology and customer engagement, he delivers impactful solutions that maximize business value. So over to you, Sibala. Over to you, Balak.
Over to you. Sorry, I was on mute. Am I audible to you?
Yes, you are on.
Perfect. Right. Thanks, Atul. So, hi, everyone. Thank you all for joining us today. As mentioned earlier, my name is Bala. I'm the senior lead SE for our Pulseway suite. With all that stated, let's get into a PSA AI-driven service desk. Right. Next slide, please. Okay. So let's take a look at today's agenda before we get into the topic specifically regarding AI in the service desk. So we're going to give you a little bit of background in terms of challenges people face, in terms of combination of human resource versus tool growth, and how you manage that. We will also talk a little bit about historically how technology has evolved over time and what AI seems to be trending towards in a way that's progressing in terms of all its evolution. And we will give you just a kind of a course in terms of different types of AI, those that we consider tangible, which is available today. And then, of course, we will tackle our main topic, which will be our service desk AI, what we have available today, and what we're going to have in the future. Next slide, please. Right. So from a background perspective, so before we go into AI and how it's going to change things in the form of a service desk perspective, whether you are an MME or MSP, by MME we mean internal IT. So let's look at how the evolution happened. So when we look at, the early 2000s, things were pretty simple in terms of compared today, right? So we mostly had a concern ourselves with a bunch of servers connected to desktop and laptops, and managing those were relatively simple with a handful of tools. So there was a ticketing solution for internal IT or service desk solution for the MSP space, or a bunch of remote control tools, backup solution for our servers, and then we have policies to enforce security and patching. But as you know, the number of tools you're using today, the process you need to keep track has grown exponentially. But one thing that has not kept up exponentially is just staffing needs, the number of peoples that you need to manage. And what that means is We look at today as multifunctional IT professional having to constantly jump between tools like backup, remote control, or compliance manager, or IoT devices, or SOC, and and maybe your day starts to look at bouncing between all of these functions, right? So there are more products that you're taking to the market. There is new threat vectors that didn't exist before. There are new solutions that didn't exist a few years back. And from an internal IT, you are servicing a large part of your organization. So having ticketing across these cross-functional teams that you have. So when we are in this situation, what we want to look at is how do we see technology evolving to be able to solve this, right? So now when we look at technology evolving, one thing that comes to mind is always hear people talking about what innovation. So we need to innovate to be able to meet the need of customers, whether that are internal or external. But technology innovation has a pretty broad definition always, right? So it's important to know that the evolution and innovation does take slower than what we think. And a lot of times we don't actually take some time to realize that happening. So what's the next innovation we are talking about is AI. So what does AI looks like today? And we think we are in a similar growth chat to difference between what is real and what the hype is all about. So one of the expert made this comment when I was in my previous webinars, like AI will make dumb people dumber and smart people smarter. And that really was one takeaway that I had from that. And AI is there to help us always. Next slide, please. So how do we perceive and look at different types of AI that there is in the market today? So broadly, there are three main type of AI that we look at. There is what we call artificial narrow intelligence, general intelligence, and then super intelligence. And let's take a look at each one of these and what do we mean. So today, when we talk about AI, we refer to it being artificial narrow intelligence or um, weak AI. So that's what available today. And in general, it is designed to perform a single task. And it accomplishes this by defined task by using lots of data to learn. So this type of AI is only accurate as the data it's trained with. And the quality of the output is highly dependent. So some example of these are like what we use today, like Siri, Alexa, even Chat GPT, right? So now artificial general intelligence. It is known as strong AI, but this is still AI that is theoretically, but has not yet been realized. The idea here is it will perform an intellectual task across domains and a task without human intervention. In other words, it will learn and get smarter over time, including the ability to reason, right? However, since they can only perform a task, single task, that means they interface with human in our own language, is still technically AI. Again, it requires a lot of data to learn and to learn from itself to get better. And the third type is going to be the artificial superintelligence. So this is hypothetical AI, but simply this is like a sci-fi technology that is smarter than a human in all aspects. So when we look at the overall summary form, the three type of intelligence, they all have one a commonality between them. And what that commonality is, or what the common thing is, they need data. They need lots of data and more purposeful that data. They are better at the output that these AI engines are able to produce to us. So reality we face today is that while oversearching theme is while AI is attracting a lot of attention, which is overall great for everyone, and this technology solution that we have, we look at to deploy, manage all of this. It's a huge job market out there, but that doesn't mean that there will be a missteps along the way, right? So now our take on this, our strategy is to use what's available today, which is artificial narrow intelligence, to provide intelligent solution that are scoped to your needs. So that's the approach we are talking. We call this is practical AI. And our belief is that the AI we add to our products need to provide meaningful efficiency, accuracy, and automation to your business. It just doesn't have to be flashy, cool tool, automate, like cool tool that's out there, what you can look at, right? So that's how we differentiate ourselves from the other vendors or the other people that have taken this into market. The reason we do this, we want to have make a meaningful difference in the market. Next slide, please. Right. And the reason we are able um, to do that is we have a Pulseway, the remote monitoring management, a data the scope to drive the AI industry. Number one, we look at ourselves as an intelligent customer-centric platform that has solution all the way from ticketing to contract management to project and task management. So everything you need to run your business through our API layers, we integrate into other vendors out there. And then being part of PSA, which is Pulseway platform, we are able to tightly integrate into all other products in our ecosystem. So we take the robust features that Pulseway has and then expand it into even wider platform. So this allows you to manage your customer journey proactively, whether you are an MSP to service delivery, or if you are an internal IT, to all the way from internal ticketing to change management to project management, right? And we do that by having a meaningful AI that will drive insight for predictable outcomes. And we do that because we want to make sure we meet some of these challenges that you guys are facing, right? So just getting a ton of tickets that are repetitive, they consume a lot of time, and the rate of ticket has increased. Now the technicians are difficult to find and retain. Because of all this volume of tickets, if you don't have the right process, the procedure in place, a lot of them are burning up. And we also want to make sure that when we work does come through, it's assigned to the right person to the right time. And we are also dealing with charge where a lot of vendors overhype what AI can actually do for them. So to meet these challenges, we have introduced something called Pulseway Assist, which is Service Desk AI engine, which is powered by Pulseway. Right. Next slide, please.
Pala, can we quickly have a poll for the audience?
Yeah, please.
So the poll is on the screen. I request all the audience to vote. So the question is, what aspects of IT automation interest you the most, right? So is it AI-powered ticket resolution, or is it automated patch management, or is it predictive issue detection, or reducing downtime with automation? Okay. I see good response for the poll. All right. So the poll is going to be there for next 10 seconds. I request everyone to vote. All right. Thank you. Yes, Para, over to you.
All right. Thanks, Atul. So now in terms of our service desk AI, so we broke it down into three different teams towards different users of the industry. Amplifying you is more focused towards the day-to-day users, like the technician, the boots on the ground that have to work through all the volume of the tickets and helping them basically become more efficient at resolving them, right? So creating more accuracy in the resolution itself and really trying to make sure that resolution time is diminished as much as possible. So when we get to our amplifying your team, this is more in terms of a service delivery managers, those involved in ensuring that the right person is working on the right tickets, optimizing the entire ticketing process, and expediting the whole dispatching concept. So trying to give them more power in terms of making sure that work is getting scheduled properly. And then in terms of our last swim lane here, this is more in terms of amplifying your IT operation. Like, so as an MSP, so this would be more the business owner or the founder type of role. For internal IT, we are thinking more in terms of uh, whoever holding and managing the budget and the team itself. So ensuring that you understand every aspect of your operation and trying to ensure that everything you're doing is giving you data that allows you to make decision correctly based on the trend and the productive optimization of where things are going in your business to be able to future proof yourself and make the correct investment to actually drive your business forward. Next slide, please. Right. So to illustrate this better, uh, I have a table that points out like the disparities between the traditional break fix model and a proactive IT support model. Say a significant portion of your workforce relies on a specific software application for its daily task. So over time, let's assume you have not prioritized updating this software to the latest version. This means that your end users are now vulnerable to compatibility issues or security issues or security risk and other performance problems. But thanks to AI technologies, you can proactively address the issue even before it impacts your end users. Here is how. So we have intelligent categorization, prioritization, and assignment of tickets. Number two, analysis and diagnosis of the issue at hand. Number three, optimized knowledge management for quick incident resolution. Right. Next slide, please. So let's break down each of these individual categories, starting with our amplifying arrays. So these features are currently live today. I'm going to give you a walkthrough of what these actually are. Like there are three areas that we looked at in terms of improving your ticket resolution. So this is our smart ticket summary, our smart writing assistant, and our smart resolution summary. So let's start with the first one here in terms of our smart ticket summary. This is to ensure that you're getting immediate information regarding the current status of an actual update itself. To give you a good feel of what this usually looks like, if you have ever been sent an email chain with for your information as the only thing on the thread and having to scroll back days or weeks of different replies to understand exactly what is going on, the same thing happens at a ticket level. So where either you are assigned to a ticket to start off with, and then there is a variety of log files incorporated within it where you need to dig through to understand exactly what the problem is, or the tickets being reassigned to you, let's say from level 1 to level 2. And now you need to catch up and see that history has actually been taken to place, or potentially you have a contact or a customer reaching out to you saying, hey, what is the status of the ticket? And you, instead of having to go directly to the technician, can go into the ticket and get that quick summary to give you an idea, like in terms of what's going on. So those are the main uh, scenarios we see. Like, so a lot of questions coming in terms of like trying to get caught up, and there were tickets actually in order for you to make more proactive decision in terms of what next step is actually take, right? So next one is going to be in our smart writing assistant. So this allows you apply some more bedside manners, and it gives you more friendly and professionally writing capabilities directly to those that are writing notes themselves to take those shorthand or maybe very technical heavy jargon into professional looking notification that can go out to your customer or to your end users. So we know traditionally this is something which technicians are not necessarily theory strongest suit at. They are not writing to, experience pros. And so this is basically like it corrects a lot of the typos, the grammatical errors, and make sure that the language and the time that you want to apply to your business is communicated properly towards your end users or end customers. At lastly, our smart resolution summary allows you at the end of the process to ensure that you're documenting the steps taken to resolution properly, which will not only give you the play-by-play steps that you can use to communicate to the customer in terms of what actions we actually taking to get you to that point. But also, next time a similar problem or similar issue occurs, you have those resolution steps documented in a way that you can build standard operating procedures around to ensure that if that ticket does come back, you have the exact steps necessary to resolve it into the future. Next slide, please. All right. So what I'm going to do now is actually give you a walkthrough of what this looks like in practical or in practice. If you happen to get a demo of Pulseway, you can go ahead and take a look at this yourself as well. But we're going to start by looking at a ticket right now. So we can get a breakdown of these different areas. Our ticket summary section. So at the top of the screen here, you will see that we have an area which you can have our smart ticket summary. So all you have to do in order to use this, click the generate summary button. And what this will do is go through the entire ticket, all the history, all the attributes, all the properties, and give you that summary in terms of where the ticket actually at. So in this case, it's summarizing a connectivity issue with the email access on Office Workstation. So you can understand exactly where it's at, and you know when the process ticket was logged, how much work has been done today, and where we are at in the entire process. So it really tells you exactly where you are in entire flow. Next slide, please. Right. So let's take a look at the smart writing assistant. So have like some sample notes that Adam has written up to actually solve for this particular ticket. So taking the bullet points that he is added on throughout the call that he's been speaking with, this turns into an actual sentence structure and a paragraph that can be used as a note added against this ticket to give you more information in terms of the information that you go off to the customer, to give them more breakdown in terms of what actually happened. So you can use this as a way to replace the existing note and basically have this as a process to have as a part of all your notes that go into the system to ensure that they are properly styled and entered correctly in terms of the correct tone to give that the feel of more professionalism coming from your technician. Uh, Next slide, please. And then lastly, here, we're going to have in terms of our resolution section. So you're going to have a way of generating a resolution near the end of the ticket, right? So as you are working through it, you get to the last step, you're able to go ahead and have a detailed breakdown in terms of resolution for it. And in doing so, you will get again a summary in terms of what's been done that can go in and replace it as part of those process itself so that you will have those detailed steps and actions taken as part of the resolution. If you are using notification to go out when a ticket is closed, for example, that provides the resolution steps to the customer. Again, this is formatted professionally and concisely so that they understand exactly what the steps are. And you can use this internally to actually have that as part of your future steps for resolving tickets. So this is what we have available today in terms of our amplifying you AI. So we think this is extremely powerful and we have got great feedback. And this is more than just a chat GPT plugin, meaning that you don't need to navigate around basically like as you are working through the ticket. It actually becomes part of your day-to-day process. So that's super important. Next slide, please.
Yeah, Bala. I'm going to, hello everyone. I'll be pasting one link in the chat box.
Mhm.
So it is a poll which is going live on our LinkedIn page. So
Okay.
I would request everyone to just click on that link and vote your.
Okay. We'll wait. I'll wait for your sign then, Akhil.
Yeah, yeah. The link is in the chat box. So request everyone to click the link and it will take you to the LinkedIn where the poll is happening. So you can just see the poll. So I can just read the question for you all. So the question is, how does your organization currently handle IT service requests, right? So is it through manual ticketing system or basic automation tools or AI driven service stack, or you are still figuring it out? So I request everyone to go and vote. And if you would like to see more uh, technical content like this, you can just follow our page. Yeah, I can see there's a lot of responses. So we'll wait for another 10 seconds and we can continue.
Sure.
Okay, over to Bala.
All right. Okay. Right. So, okay. So coming back to the AI thing, right? The service desk. So this is our general process that we actually work with. So the first one is the assessment. So this analyze the ticket data, ensuring that you have all the critical information available about the ticket itself. Who is reporting the ticket, which account or the department are they coming from, or which device is it from, and what is the actual problem? Is the priority set accordingly? Do they provide enough information? So this kind of basic aspect, which gives you the properties of the ticket, so that it can then get started to be worked on, right? So our next one is going to be the association. So this is trying to see if this ticket is related to something that's either happened in the past or against that contact or device or the customer potentially, if there is a trend or a pattern happening over time. And basically what this allows you to do by combining your assessment and your association is give you a good profile in terms of what you're going to need in terms of a skill set to actually work on this ticket, and also in terms of where it fits in your queue. So to our third one, which is the actual assignment, this is ensuring that the proper resource is actually given. So ticket based on the assessment and the association and having their entire schedule in order to ensure that it does not, or it does fit in the correct spot. In simple, like simply spoken, so if you are taking a lot of alerts or emails as the way you capture tickets today, this is what the process would look like, where automatically the input is an email that comes in. It's automatically smart and then assigned to do the best available resource without having to have anyone involved in the entire process. That's the dream, let's say, in terms of what we are towards. For a dispatcher to really be hands off and just have the process run itself and automate all the rules, all these capabilities we have or available within Pulseway PSA, right? So that being said, we're going to end off this uh, presentation. Next slide, please, Akhil. Right. So I will pass it back to you, Akhil, to wrap up for today, and we'll wait for any questions we asked.
Yeah. So thank you all for attending today's webinar. So if you have any questions for Bala, uh, please feel free to ask them in the chat. We will address them. Yeah. Any questions to Bala or any suggestions for the next webinar? Like if you're looking for any new topics or anything to be covered, uh, that can also be, put in the chat, and you would love to
That's actually
consider that.
that's mostly welcome. I think that's a good point, Akhil. What
Yeah.
should be the next topic for the webinar?
Yes. So we would like to hear it from the audience.
Yeah.
Uh,
What is better than AI?
yeah.
Humans.
Any questions? Please in the chat box. Bala is here to address. We will wait for another 5 minutes.